Here we go. Black 80!
You think you're going to get this? You think you're going to get
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Well, remember, Tevin Coleman was in the two-headed backfield in Atlanta during his 4 years there, along with Devontae Freeman. Now he joins a crowded backfield in San Francisco. But in Atlanta, he played under offensive coordinator Kyle Shanahan, and then, of course, Shanahan becomes a 49er head coach, and he made it a point to go out and snag his former running back because he really likes his 26-year-old ball carrier. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And his throw is incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see it. You don't want it.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
49ers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Here we go. Wait, 80!
Check the out. Check the out. Check the out. Show it up. Show it up.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Wait, 80!
I got you. I got you.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
Here we go.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Pick me up.
Garoppolo now. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone. Because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Remember, of course, he threw 5 interceptions in that loss last week. Opening drive, same result here.
But it's hard to believe that you can throw 5 in the previous week and start out your very next game the exact same way. He's going to need a lot of support on his own sideline. Make sure he gets really fully mentally into this one.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 78 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Man open, it's Goodwin. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
Box him.
51. Here we go.
26.
51, Mike.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Packers. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game. And typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled.
That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. Garoppolo able to find Goodwin for a big one. 48 yards.
First and 10 at the
49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for them here. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. To throw, it's Garoppolo. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And he's such a talented tight end, just creates nightmarish-type matchups on the other side.
He's so good that when we say tight end, we're almost damning him with faint praise, aren't we? Because he can do it all. He's as good as any receiver in the NFL.
Well, that's the deal. He's a wide receiver, just in a bigger body.
Bigger body, a matchup nightmare, and who's going to cover him? When I sit in the film session, I just look at the coach and say, really? Really? You're going to yell at me? You go cover him.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Now the Purdue man, this is Akeem Hunt. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
And it's third down.
Blue 58.
54 Mike. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
630. Go.
54 Mike. 54 Mike.
Blue 58.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. He's got Adams on the hookup. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
First down, Green Bay.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
51 to Mike, boy. 51. Watch the pass.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Open here is Allison. That's complete. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34.
He's coming.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Here we go.
Garoppolo, 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Here's Coleman, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. On second down now, it's Coleman. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The second down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Third and 11.
The Niners on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
We got coaching spill.
Check safety, check safety.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
On first down, Rodgers. Open on the left side, this is Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Boy, the run on 1st down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll be a 2nd and long. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense. That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Gets this one to use check. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11.
Here we go.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Garoppolo now, 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%. And it's 1st and 10. Coleman now. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. To throw on 2nd and 6. Garoppolo. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Garoppolo looks to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Kevin King with a pick.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Rodgers. Going to throw again. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Get in the weight room. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Yeah. Small.
Motion.
Hey, Mike.
Mike 5-4.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Record.
The final shot before half for Rodgers. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers on fire. His 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'll be 1st and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. And that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
At the 21-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll run again with Hunt. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now Hundley. This will be his first throw off the bench. He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And a big 32-yard play on third.
32. First down, Green Bay.
Ready. 18 Gator. 18 Gator. 3. 23. Let's get that ball.
Pick up, yo. Right there. 54.
Jones. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Hustle. Yo, 51, 951. Oh, here we go. Harper.
Now Hundley. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Check 24.
On first down, Coleman. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Here we go.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And able to haul it in is Kittle. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 43. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll run on first down. It's Coleman, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Tight end right. 4 down.
To throw is Garoppolo. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And Old Mo is a very, very fickle.
Now a loose football. Coleman lost it, and the Packers pick it up. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that will go out of the back of the end zone. Way too much mustard. Not a good punt, and it will come out to the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Mike 51, Mike 51. I got one. No, 51, Mike. Mike 51. I got you.
Yeah.
Right here, guys. Mike 51, Mike 51. All day.
Throwing, Hundley. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Fred Warner coming off a strong rookie year in on the stop for the Niners. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go. You go tight. You got tight.
Now Hunt. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And on 4th down, honors the punt team, sending this one away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Deebo Samuel with his first career NFL touchdown. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. This one caught by Davis. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
It's a gain of 17.
They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. They'll wind up losing 7 yards on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. Back to throw here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He completes it to Jones.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Let's go.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Garoppolo on 1st down. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
Here we go.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They got a shot.
Completes it to Samuel. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
12. Hey, alert!
It's Coleman here, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that, got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Garoppolo now. Packer pressure, and down he goes. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Looking to throw. Garoppolo to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Intended for Deebo Samuel. Incomplete.
Maybe one final chance here to make this a bit more respectable as they'll go for it on 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gold with the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for Green